welcome our CEO, Mr. Ramchandran Malayatil, who is always supported in his success by his charming wife, Ms. Setu Parvati. We welcome you, sir and ma'am, to this wonderful evening. Young and resourceful, Mr. Arvind Malayatil, our COO, is yet another who holds TVIS. I take this opportunity to welcome Sir and his wife, Ms. Amrita, in absentia to this function. Dream to achieve and dare to conquer. Nothing more than this could describe our guiding North Star, our village headman, as he liked to be addressed. We extend a hearty welcome to Mr. Zacharias Jacob, our principal, in whose presence all our incomplete souls feel complete. Welcome you, sir. Life is about doing, being, and becoming. With great pleasure, we welcome the managers of all events in our village family. Our vice principals, Mr. Anil Kumar, vice principal for activities, Ms. Zima Vishwanathan, vice principal for academics, Ms. Jimmy Joseph, junior head, and Ms. Deepa Rakku, KG directors. We gladly welcome you, sirs and ma'am, to this evening function. Never tired of doing anything for us, always holding our hands to motivate and strengthen us. Yes, dear teachers, without you, we would never be able to climb any steps in the ladder of life. We put our hearts together to welcome our dear teachers to this day. Our real-life minors and role models, you have set a target for our future and have given our entire life for our achievements. It's a proud privilege to extend a warm welcome to you, dear parents. We owe much to the members of the non-teaching faculty. You stand by us and coordinate everything on the school front. We welcome you all to this day of celebration. Dear friends, little buddies, you are all the central focus of today, the true performers of everything. You who are all set to make this day colorful. Welcome you all with love. Let this day be a memorable evening, leaving an inedible mark on everyone's heart. Once again, we welcome you all to the 17th annual celebrations of the Village International School. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Tony. Wishing you a pleasant evening once again. I know you are eagerly waiting for a glimpse of your tiny tots gleefully performing on stage. Our little ones from the nursery, lovingly known as Nursery, loves to explore and question about every little thing they see around. Their imagination is beyond limit. They love fantasy. And that is why today they are all set for a voyage to the magical land. Ladies and gentlemen, we present a voyage to the magical land, a dance drama recital by our nursery students. I request you to please clap throughout the whole program as the children have put a ton of effort into this.
Our planet Earth is so fascinating, filled with mysterious and magical things that are beyond our imagination. To explore the beautiful, undiscovered lands on the Earth, a group of sailors set out on a voyage. They packed their bags and were ready to sail to far, far land.
To the far, far land. The ship is ready. Come, let's sail.
adventure on the sea. Set the sail and heave-ho, adventure is for me. Searching for the treasure hidden well. On the secret treasure map, a tale I'll never tell. All say and sail the open sea. Hoist the jolly rudder and a pirate you shall be. Hey, hey, ho, windward or to lee. Hoist the jolly rudder and a pirate you shall be. X marks the spot, so deep, deep, deep. X marks the spot, so deep, deep, deep. On the run, escape is what we'll do. Now we have the booty and I a mighty crew. And your guns, the Kraken's on the way. Load your cannon well, lads, and wait until I say, coming about, so ready, set, fire. Coming about, so ready, set, fire. All say and sail the open sea. Hoist the jolly rudder and a pirate we shall be. Hey, hey, ho, windward or to lee. Hoist the jolly rudder and a pirate we shall be. All say and sail the open sea. Hoist the jolly rudder and a pirate we shall be. Hey, hey, ho, windward or to lee. Hoist the jolly rudder and a pirate you shall be. A pirate you shall be. Oh, a pirate you shall be. A pirate you shall be.
Oh, look! There's no one in this ship. Let's take it. Who are you? We are sailors. It is our ship. Please don't take our ship. We are going to the far, far land. There is no treasure in this ship. Let's search. There is nothing in this ship. Please keep this basket as our gift and let us go. Okay, you are free to go. Thank you. Let's continue our journey and explore more. Oh, look there! Yes, it looks so colorful and beautiful.
Hands in the air, it's time to go dancing. Swing your hips, start your feet tapping. Smile on your face, everyone's happy now. 1, 2, 3, dance to the beat. Everybody's dancing now. Dancing
Our world is full of wonderful things. Yes, with oceans, plants, animals, and land. Let's sail together and enjoy the beauty of our world. Bye bye.
Thank you, our little shining stars. It was indeed a mesmerizing show. Ladies and gentlemen, they really deserve a better round of applause as they have put in a lot of effort to bring this show in front of you all. For the past few weeks, they've really been working hard for this great day. As Brad Henry says, a good teacher and monitor can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. We are well aware that the success of any educational institution depends on the principal. The principal is the driving force who manages, coordinates, guides, and supervises the various activities of the educational institution. It is my honor to welcome our principal, the village headman, Mr. Zacharias Jacob, to the stage to present the annual report.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here this evening. We expected around 500 parents, and we had put around 600 chairs, and I still feel that there are many parents coming in. Thank you very much for that, number one. Number two, the parents and well-wishers who are watching this program live on YouTube. The last count I had around 120 people on YouTube from different parts of the world. I could see people from Australia and from Canada. A lot of well-wishers from these parts of the world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my vice principal, Mr. Anil, I don't know where he is, has categorically instructed me not to speak during the principal's presentation. He thinks that I speak a lot, and therefore he has put in a nice presentation together with all the activities that we have had during the year. We have not finished. We have another 3 more months to go, and we still have a lot of things to achieve. So sit back and enjoy the principal's digital presentation. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was just a glimpse of what we have done at the village during this academic year. In fact, while going through this presentation this afternoon, I found that it was going very long and we cut out almost 34, 35 slides, which we thought we don't need to project. And imagine what time it would have taken for me to talk about all this. So thanks to Anil who told me not to talk. Ladies and gentlemen, please sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the evening, what your students are going to put up. I have only one appeal to you. These children and teachers have been working tirelessly for the last couple of weeks on this. I would request you to please keep clapping and promoting your children so that they feel that they are on top of the world. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful and memorable report. You are the true captain of this ship and lovingly known as the village headman who is driving our school from good to great to smart.
Music is food to the mind, charm and gaiety to the feet. Now, it is time to relish this glorious moment with a handful of boisterous dance and music. We welcome you to the cultural fiesta of the primary section of the Village International School. Before starting, a gentle reminder to all the parents. Your children will be left with you only after the national anthem. Please comply with our request. The primary school shall now showcase a kaleidoscope of the different folk dances from around our country. Sit back and enjoy. The Kathputli dance from Rajasthan, the Kholi dance from Maharashtra, the Krishna Rasa Leela dance from Uttar Pradesh, the Sambalpuri dance from Odisha, and the famous bamboo dance from the northeastern states.
Siêu siêu son vang vây môi an bình vang thu an मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मार्किन कोली हानलन गोली गचल जाऊ बाजारी मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मार्किन कोली हानलन गोली गचल जाऊ बाजारी मी हाय कोली सोरील्या डोली मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मार्किन कोली हानलन गोली गचल जाऊ बाजारी मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मार्किन कोली हानलन गोली गचल जाऊ बाजारी बाजारी लोकांच्या नजरा पडतील व तुझ्या बघी चला ग पारू करते नकरा चल जाऊ बाजारी बेसावच्या बाजारी लोकांच्या नजरा पडतील व तुझ्या बघी चला ग पारू करते नकरा चल जाऊ बाजारी चल ग पारू आली हिरो कर बाजारची तयारी सरकारची टोपली माझ्यावर ठेवून तुझा बाजारी मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मार्किन कोली हानलन गोली गचल जाऊ बाजारी मी हाय कोली सोरील्या डोली मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मार्किन कोली हानलन गोली गचल जाऊ बाजारी मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मार्किन कोली हानलन गोली गचल जाऊ बाजारी कोली सोरील्या डोली मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो मार्किन कोली हानलन गोली गचल जाऊ बाजारी कोली सोरील्या डोली मुंबईच्या किनारी अगो
Ladies and gentlemen, give a bigger round of applause, please.
जाल में फंस गई तू तो प्रेम ताल पे नच गई तू तो प्रेम नगर में हो गई तेरी शान। प्रेम ताल का ठेके ठेका प्रेम जाल मैंने ही फेंका भली करेंगे तेरी रो। समझा है तूने मुझको कर न दिया पागल को तुझको बदल दिया रानी तू मेरा नाम। और प्रेम जाल तो दे के ठेका प्रेम जाल मैंने ही फेंका भली करेंगे तेरी रो।
नाचे अंबर, नाचे धरती, नाचे अंबर, ये खुशियों का मेला है।
नाचे धरती, नाचे अंबर, ये खुशियों का मेला है। रंग सजाए खटखट गाना, लीला करके लीला है।
संग में आज रास रचे कृष्ण कान्हा, कान्हा की धुन पे आज झूमे कैसे देखो राधा। आई पूनम की रानी रास रचे कृष्ण कान्हा, कान्हा की धुन पे आज झूमे कैसे देखो राधा।
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for this wonderful performance and give them a huge round of applause. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a scintillating, fantabulous, and awe-inspiring performance. Thank you, children. The vision of our leader is to give experiential learning to our students. For this, the Village International School gives numerous opportunities to the students to grow from good to great to smart. The recently held LMUN is the best example for this. 17 students from different grades participated in the La Martiniere Model United Nations, organized by La Martiniere College, Lucknow, from 18th to 20th November. Our village delegates stood shoulder to shoulder with other delegates from famous schools around the country. The excellent performances by our students were highly acclaimed. May I request the principal to kindly escort Mr. Ram Malayatil, our CEO, to honor the students with certificates of merit and lapel pins.
Is it on? Check. Vaishnavi Nair of grade 9. 11. Joseph of grade 11. Sri Shankar Prashant of grade 10. Nicole Francis of grade 10. Of grade 12. Jessica Glory Jason of grade 11. Karthik of grade 9. Chris Matthew Dijo of grade 9. Shane Maria Santosh of grade 12. And Darshan Jijin of grade 12, whose performance in the LMUN was highly appreciated. Now, we have a special mention on the top 3 students in poster making. They wakened us every morning with factual information and thoughtful messages. Let's honor them. Joanna Amnil of grade 10, first position in poster making. She also bagged the second position in poster designing for the Tech Olympiad. Paul Midun of grade 7, the second position in poster making. Nadania Ann Joby of grade 8, third position in poster making. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hold on to your seats for another performance, accompanied by the foot-tapping music.
पानी घूमे को कमर माह उठी गईला मारे पहले पहलो नंबर माँ घूमे को कमर माह पहलो नंबर माँ हाय हाय माँ तोरी पहलो नंबर माँ उठी गईला मारे पहले पहलो नंबर माँ दूसरा नंबर है दूसरा नंबर हाय हाय माँ को दूसरा नंबर कहाँ जाला पुतली हमरा जालैमा
बजदैन हे मदना तिम्रा गालैमा
बैना स्वीकार गरेर दया करना
कतिमा चित्त से हो परसरना हे परसरना हाय हाय मातुरी परसरना कतिमा चित्त से हो परसरना कतिमा चित्त से हो परसरना
मन पनि घुमेको कमरमा है उठी बैना मारे मैले पहिलो नम्बरमा
घुमेको कमरमा बैना मारे धेरै आए पहिलो नम्बरमा
पहिलो नम्बरमा हाय हाय माधुरी पहिलो नम्बरमा उठी बैना मारे मैले पहिलो नम्बरमा उठी बैना मारे मैले पहिलो नम्बरमा pasito para atrás. 1, 2, 3, un pasito para adelante, María. 1, 2, 3, un pasito para atrás. Una mujer especial, como caída de otro planeta. Ella es un laberinto carnal que te atrapa y no te entera. Así es María, blanca como el día, pero es veneno si te quieres enamorar. Así es María, tan caliente y fría, que si te la bebes de seguro te va a matar. ¡Opa! Un pasito para adelante, María. 1, 2, 3, un pasito para atrás. Aunque te muera ahora, María. Un pasito para adelante, María. María, te tengo que besar. Un pasito para atrás. Un pasito para adelante, un pasito para atrás. Un pasito para adelante, un pasito para atrás. María, María. Un pasito para atrás. María. Un pasito para adelante, un pasito para atrás.
Check. Okay. May I now request our principal to accompany our most venerated managing director, Shri R.K. Das, to kindly honor our special appointments for the academic year 2022 to 23. May I request our Managing Director to kindly honor the Student Council members with a memento to remember and cherish their leadership roles at TVIS. Tony Kurula Parel, Head Boy. Gauri Krishna Anil, Head Girl. Coordinator of the Student Community Outreach. Lakshmi Jayakrishnan, Coordinator of Arts and Sports. And Benny Kudirikin, Student Editor. Captain of the Blue House. Surjit Sunil Kumar, Captain of the Green House. Muhammad Ahil, Captain of the Red House. And Alan George Thomas, Captain of the Yellow House.
Our school embarked on its journey from good to great to smart last year. The Villagers have been capturing the attention of the world, not only at Lucknow, but also in our locality. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my proud privilege to call upon the students who have done us proud by competing with other schools in the Sahodaya competition. DASA shall now honor them with certificates and lapel pins. Sahodaya Sports Competition winners, Harida KH, Class 12, Under 19 Girls Singles Badminton, 2nd position. Class 11, Under 19 Boys Singles Badminton, 2nd position. Elena Elizabeth Thomas, Class 9, Under 16 Girls Singles Badminton, 1st position. Class 9, Chess Competition, 2nd position. Central Kerala Sahodaya Competition of Arts. Dia Thomas, Class 10, 1st prize in Hindi Extempore and English Extempore. 3rd prize in Essay Writing, Hindi and English. Johan Jacob and Chris Mithun Joseph, Class 8, 2nd prize, PowerPoint presentation. Class 12, 1st prize, Versification English. Tara Tangan competition. Srihari Murali, Class 10, second prize, Mridangam Eastern.
Now, we have a state level winner from grade 11A. She has shown her talent and achieved the honor and recognition in the stiff competition. She stunned the audience with her dazzling moves and graceful expressions that upraised her to the success by bagging second prize in Bharatanatyam and third prize in Mohiniyattam. She has also competed in the Central Sahodaya and won second prize in Bharatanatyam, first prize in Mohiniyattam and third prize in Malayalam recitation. She really deserves the commendation and applause. So let's call Miduna M. Nair to receive the honor. At this juncture, may I make a special mention about Aditya Biju Tayal of grade 10 who got selected into the Kerala under 16 boys cricket team for Vijay Merchant Trophy. I would like to invite him to receive the honor. The quality of a student cannot alone be judged by the grades or marks he receives, but also his character and attitude. Here, we found these qualities in one student whose serving and open-handed attitude must be honored. Let's welcome Brinto K. Sabu from grade 11. Ladies and gentlemen, these students went out of their way to practice, perform, and outshine their peers from other schools in the vicinity. I'm sure you can give them a better round of applause for all their hard work.
Ladies and gentlemen, you must be wondering what they also got with that certificate. The village school, we believe that the children should be known everywhere. So instead of giving them a medal to hang around their neck for a day or a trophy to be taken to their house and kept in some cupboard to gather dust, what we have introduced is a lapel pin. Every winner gets a lapel pin to be worn to school every day so that all his companions, all the others will know that he is a winner. We have got lapel pins in 3 categories. The first one is a scholar badge. The second one is an artist badge. And the third one is an athlete badge. So if you see any of those children wearing a badge, and some of them have already collected 5 and 6 badges by now, the aim is to collect as many badges as possible during their school days so that they can frame it and keep it at one point of time when they leave school. So this is a new introduction to the Village International School. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It is my honor to invite Miss Asha Thomas Penn, along with the principal, to acknowledge our champions. The quiz on financial fraud was a great success in bringing awareness on various types of online fraudulent activities of the fraudsters and how to step away from them. May I invite the best super quizzers to receive your certificates. Mayugas Nadesh of grade 4. Of grade 10. Dear all, the village has been glorified with many spectacular events. The students from all grades prove their creativity and talents to uphold our motto. It is time to honor the individual champions of our school in arts and sports. Let's invite our champions. Sriya Srinath of grade 6, the individual champion of sports in the junior section. In the senior section. Next, we have the individual champions in arts. Let's call the champions. Abandika Arun of grade 3, the individual champion of arts in the sub-junior section.
won the second position in all the house-wise competitions. Yes, the runners-up trophy goes to... Can you tell the name of the house? Any guesses? Absolutely, the Blue House. I would like to call the captain of the Blue House, Archana Francis from grade 12 and the vice captain, Joshua Anil from grade 9 to receive the trophy. for the result. Can anyone guess the house champions? Well, I don't want to hold you in suspense. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the champions. Yes, the Red House tremendously won the championship trophy. Let's call the house captain, Mohammad Ahil from grade 12 and vice captains Midla M. Nair from grade 11 and C.S. Karthik from grade 9 to receive the trophy. Give a big round of applause to our champions.
Dear all, we are much wrapped and radiant with numerous glinting programs. To heighten the spirit of the day, we have a prominent figure who has been invited as our guest of honor. Asha ma'am, we are dying to host you in our function, which will be graced by your worthy words. Dear all, I am much honored to invite Miss Asha Thomas Penn to deliver a speech.
Yeah, this is fine. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Mr. Ravi DC, Das Malayatil, the MD Sudha Das, the principal Mr. Jacob, and the young COO Ramu. And my dear parents and my dear children, a very good evening to you all. Village International School is a home for me. It's my 11th year I am associated with this beautiful institution. From 2011 till now. I look at the school always with a difference. There's a beautiful logo here. I always look at that and I repeatedly say that it's written aim high, and what is the rest? I always, you see 3 birds there. We take you into our arms. This is a nest for you. Whether you join in the very nursery class or any time. And it's my 39th year being a teacher. And whenever there is a program, anybody suggests, the first person I share that is with Das Malayatil, but I very fondly call him Dasetan. I know that anything innovative, you tell him, he will only look at the goodness for his own children here, the villagers. So I had the privilege of associating with him for quite some time, and I was quite pleasantly surprised when I was a guest of honor, because I always come with some guest. I am part of this organization. But I just want to tell you, in 2013, we did a beautiful exchange program, which is the Sikkim children coming over here, typical of Das Malayatil. He recreated an Onam for the Sikkim children, even an Unyale and then the Sadhya, and all of them were in munda and shirt and skirt and blouse. It was an amazing 10 days for them in Kerala. And I didn't know that they have very interesting way of surprising the guest. That's the first time I saw a calendar was given with all their trips in and around Kerala, and a mug with their name and their photograph engraved. Such things I've never seen in any school other than Village International School. So then Walsen Tambu, Reverend Walsen Tambu was here, PJ Alexander IPS was here. There are a lot of people, they all come out and then they tell one sentence, this school is different. It is different, and I am telling you again and again to you parents, your children are in the right hands, and I believe children are like well-baked cake. The cake looks very delicious with all the multicolors these days in that bakery, but when you start tasting, your face shows whether it's well-baked or not. And we have that here in Village International School, and I wish you all parents the very best. Don't worry about it, anything. And I'm handling the bigger children in DC School of Management. And when they join for the UG, I have to meet all of them one by one. And the first question I ask them, which school did you study? That's what matters. Where your children have done. Anything I am today is because of the schooling I had. Nothing to do with the college. College is a continuation. But your base is done in this temple of knowledge. And you children, you are blessed. We have done a fantastic program called Turncoat years ago. We had even international participation. That was a debate competition. The one person speak for and against. I was just telling Das Malayatil this evening, high time that we have to do one more round. That sort of exposure, you get it in Village International School. Now the pandemic is over, God's grace, everything is being normal, and I am very sure you will be for more and more surprises from this great institution. And I have wonderful friends since 2011, and the faculty members, everything. So for me, coming to Village is like coming home. And let me wish you all, the parents and the children, the very best in the days to come, and wishing you all a very beautiful 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May I request the school directress, Ms. Sudha Das, to present a memento to our honorable guest, Ms. Asha Thomas Fenn. Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, we have traveled to the fascinating world of music and dance, first from around the country and then from around the world. The next dance recital is from Kerala, which displays the unifying choreography that showcases variety, versatility, and physical flexibility. It is presented to you by the rocking stars of Village from grade 9 to 11. Let us invite them for a magnificent performance.
Namaste Swamamaye Shri Vine Swaramujite Shankara Shankara Maharashtra ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ. ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ ಗೆಜ್ಜ ಕಾಲ್ಗಳ ಧ್ವನಿಯ ಮಾಡುತ್ತ ಸಜ್ಜನ ಸಾಧು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ.
ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ ಗೆಜ್ಜ ಕಾಲ್ಗಳ ಧ್ವನಿಯ ಮಾಡುತ್ತ ಸಜ್ಜನ ಸಾಧು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯಂತೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ.
ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ. ಕನಕ ವೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಕರಗುದ ಬಾರೆ ಮನಕಾಮನೆಯ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಯ ತೋರೆ.
ಕನಕ ವೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತ ಬಾರೆ ಮನಕಾಮನೆಯ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಯ ತೋರೆ.
ದಿನಕರ ಕೋಡಿ ತೇಜದಿ ಹೊಳೆವ ಜನಕರಾಯನ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಬೇಗ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ.
ದಿನಕರ ಕೋಟಿ ತೇಜದಿ ಹೊಳೆವ ಜನಕರಾಯನ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಬೇಗ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ.
ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ. ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ. ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ. ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ.
आयुधवटुकश्चाय नमः ॐ माध्यमगुरुवे नमः ॐ भद्रकाळिये नमः ॐ वाकस्तपुरुषाय नमः ॐ सप्तशक्तियाय नमः ॐ गणपताय नमः ॐ मध्यमगुरुवे नमः आयुध शक्तियाय नमः
Thank you. That was truly a mesmerizing dance recital. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for this wonderful dance from God's own country. With your permission, may I request our village headman to kindly escort our chief guest and the MD, Sri R.K. Das, onto the stage. Education is not only acquisition of character. On our journey from good to great to smart, our teachers have proved their mettle by getting a lot of accolades in their own fields. It is time to honor our respected teachers for proving time and again their immense talents in diverse fields. It is my pleasure to invite Ms. Tessie Roy Varghese, head of the Department of Mathematics, who won Bharat Sahodaya Extra Mile Educator Award. First position in relay, second position in butterfly, freestyle, and backstroke, and third position in breaststroke during the recently conducted 11th State Masters Aquatic Championship 2022 at Kottayam.
Next, we have Ms. Parvati S. Raj, Department Head of Science, whose name appeared in the top 1 percentile in the International Teachers Olympiad held on 15th October 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a rare feat as she competed with teachers from around the world to secure this coveted position.
Now, may I call upon Ms. Vidya Rajesh, Head of Department Languages, who won the title of National Sahitya Ratna and Bharat Sahodaya Extra Mile Educator Award. Please give her a better round of applause.
Ms. Seema Vishwanathan, the ever-popular and inspirational Vice Principal for Academics, was recognized with the Global Women Inspirational Award 2022, as well as the Bharat Sahodaya Extra Mile Educator Award. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, she deserves a louder round of applause. A very knowledgeable and popular personality is none other than Mr. Anil Kumar, who was honored with the title of the National Gyan Ratna 2022. He recently attended the workshop conducted by the UNESCO, for which only 12 teachers from Kerala were selected. A bigger round of applause for this cheerful Vice Principal.
And now, finally, comes our village headman. He is the one who was instrumental in getting our school into the top 500 schools in India. He took the nursery, our kindergarten section, into the top 100 preschools in India. He is the one who is leading the school from good to great to smart. Can anyone guess how many accolades that he got this year alone? I am proud to announce that he bagged not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 coveted awards this year alone. He was awarded the Transformational Leadership Award 2022 by the All India Principals Association. The All Kerala Principals Association conferred the Most Innovative Principal Award 2022. He was presented with the Padma Samman. He was recognized as one of the 20 greatest principals in India. Recently, he has won the Bharat Sahodaya Extra Mile Educator Award. What else do you need from a leader? Here we have a leader who knows the way, shows the way, and leads the way. Dear Jacob, sir, it is our pride to invite you to receive a memento from the chief guest. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I request you all to give him a standing ovation.
Now, may I request the chief guest to enlighten us with his words of wisdom.
My dear friend Sri Das, Mrs. Sudha Das, who happens to be my neighbor in Kottayam, Mrs. Ashafen, who is a colleague of mine, Ramu, Principal Sri Jacob, dear parents, staff, teaching as well as the non-teaching, and dear students. I've not attended many school programs. In fact, I've never been a chief guest, except once actually about 3 years back in one of the schools in Ooty, Woods International School in Ooty as a chief guest for a program. So I'm not sure how I can communicate to the students or the kids actually of this age because not used to. So pardon me if I goof up actually during my speech. In fact, when I was watching all these programs, one of the things came up to my mind was actually my 19 years of school. Actually, the school means including the college. I, as a student actually, started my education from a boarding school, and most of my education was in boarding schools. And in fact, post the boarding schools, also I was away from home, except for the vacations. I was always in boarding schools, and I was used to many friends actually which I made from the school days as well as the college days. Let me tell you one thing. Whatever I am today, it's because of my schooling and the fun I had at schools, actually, school as well as the college. I would say it's the best of your times, actually, or best time of your life, actually, school. So never regret, actually, your schooling years. It can't get better than this, actually. I mean, the school is the most important place, actually. That's where you're going to have all the fun. You're going to have all the life. You're going to have all your learning. You're going to have all you build your teamwork. You have your peers. All this happens in your school years. I did my education in a town, in a city actually rather. My college days were the 68 universities in and around where I did my college, the 68 universities in and around. So what I meant to say is actually, when you are doing the flamenco, the tap dance, so all these actually came as a kind of vivid memory from my past actually. It was a deja vu for me actually as far as these programs are concerned. So I thoroughly enjoyed 7 years of my college life, rather 6 years of my college life outside India in a place called Boston, Massachusetts. So during the weekends actually, I mean most of the weekends we used to take a trip to there's a place called Cambridge within Boston. A lot of people must have heard of the Cambridge as a place. Actually, that's where the Harvard is, Harvard University is. That's where the MIT is. So, I mean, what we used to see is actually one day if you're seeing tango dance of Argentina, The next day you are seeing flamenco, or the third day you are seeing tap dance of Ireland, or the Kenyan dance, or because you had all kind of culture coming into a pluralistic world actually. I mean that means not only the dance of the music, it's also the food and the kind of friends you build actually. So when 32 countries were playing the football, I could easily reckon with at least about 25 countries, and we were interacting with at least all of them actually, these 25 countries, my friends from 25 countries actually, where we grew up, or at least 5 years of my life I spent with these kind of multilingual, multicultural people. So I think that is what the fun I had during my college days. The why I'm saying this is actually the friends you make, the things you learn, the way you work, or what you learn is the most important thing. And whatever you do during these years, I think there's nothing which can replace your fun, your learning than these years actually. So like one of the rock music says, these are the best days of my life. That's what you should always be doing. I've seen the Kerala dances here, the Kerala culture here. So all these actually, I mean, for me it took at least 18 years to have all these kind of things actually. But in village, I think it's all culminated into one actually, where you have the Indian, the Kerala traditional, the classic, or the Indian folk, or the yoga, or the Gita. I mean, I had the pleasure actually I mean, again, I know whatever I say, it's, at least take us 25, 30 years or more. I have not performed any of these actually, at least some of this. But, I was forced to send, again, one of the vacations I was forced to send to learn Gita, yoga. So I think all of it is actually happening here. At least for a month I was sent to learn Gita and Ramayana and all this at the Shivananda Ashram in Neyyar actually. So that's where I learned my yoga. I mean, you know from what I say, I'm not practicing it now. But one thing you can say is actually, these kind of things, what you learn from school is the most important thing actually, what gets into your head, what gets into your memory. And one more thing actually, when I spent 7 years, and a couple of years has been my schooling as such of 11th and 12th. So I just want to share some experience from that part of my life actually. I had no clue when I joined 11th grade in a place called Virginia in Richmond. And the kind of classes they put you in is actually either it has to be honors, or it has to be a normal class, or it has to be the basic classes. Some of the classes actually have been put in a basic, some of them in a normal, and some of them in an honors class actually. And I don't know, I think they made a mistake when they put me up in the English class in the honors, I don't know what reason they made. I'm definitely sure it's a mistake actually when they put me in the English class. The first thing they made me do is actually, I did 1 year of pre-university here and went to US. What I'm trying to say is actually, I'm talking to you about the importance of reading as such. So I always boast to people that I'm from a family where everybody reads actually. We publish books, and books is the most important thing in your life. So I tell all these actually to the people, my friends, when I was in the college and the school and all. All of a sudden when I went to US, the first thing they did was actually they gave me 12 books in 11th grade of James Fenimore Cooper, the Frontier Stories or the fiction, and asked me to read. I could never complete that. For the other kids actually it took about 3 to 4 months. It took me at least about 7 months to read and complete that. That's probably the reason when you see a foreigner, especially a European or an American, what you see is actually all these people carry a book with them when they travel around. So it's a kind of culture they build from grade 1. From grade 1 till K-12 or further actually K-12. So what they do is actually they may force you to read till 12th grade, regardless of what school you are in US or Europe. And probably that's why you call US melting pot, actually, kind of the intellect which develops from the reading of books. I think that's what I'm sure Sridas is actually promoting that in a very big way. But reading is one of the most essential things. I'm not saying because I sell books, I publish books. It's not. But reading is one of the most intellectual activities where you can compete with other people in the world, actually. I mean, that's only thing. I mean, if you see a person like K.R. Narayanan or Kalam or Shashi Tharoor or KPS Menon, be it a Nugent or a thing, the people who have succeeded, one thing is actually, be it a businessman like Subrata Bachi or let it be anybody, I mean, Ratan Tata, one of the things they share, when 2 or 3 people meet, actually, one thing they talk about, when they talk about the leisure, the most important thing they talk about the leisure is actually, this is a book I read last week, this is a book I read about business, this is a book I read, this is a fiction I read actually, or this is a kind of speech I heard. So I mean, now you have a lot of mechanisms actually to listen to a lot of talks. You have gadgets like mobile phone and all. But one thing I can tell you that, I mean, with all these actually, if you don't have your habits into focusing or concentrating on to reading, be it fiction, be it non-fiction, or be it academic, actually, that's going to be one of the key or the important things in your life. So, I mean, I would say, not rather being a publisher or a bookseller, we all should think about making our kids read more and more during these days of uncertainties or less focus. I mean, you know that, I mean, the kids, for the parents, actually, at least you know that they say that, I mean, the maximum attention span for a kid is between 10 to 15 minutes, and for an academic session, maximum you can take is 45 minutes. More than that, you don't get the attention of the kids, actually. This also, we need to blame the society, we need to blame the system, we need to blame the parents as well. So we need to ensure that, I think, some time is earmarked to get them into either newspaper reading. I mean, I would say newspaper reading and book reading is 2 different things. So into reading of books and learning about culture. These are some of the things I would like to share with you. And I don't want to, I mean, I'm sure all of you have been here for more than 2 hours or 2.5 hours. So I don't want to further prolong my speech, but I'm glad that I was invited, and thank you for inviting me, and wishing you all the best, and have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful 2023 to come, and thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. May I request Das sir, along with Ram sir, to join us on the stage to honor our chief guest with a memento.
Many of us should be knowing who Ravi DC is. He's the son of a great visionary in the field of literature and publishing books. And he has taken the entire organization to great levels, and his children are also into the same field. The network that he has got is 1,000 times bigger than this great man. I would say you step into a DC Books showroom and you name any topic under the sun, you will get it. And very many options on the same topics are also available there. So this time, I think this is the second time that he's visiting our school. Some 10 years back, he had come here to inaugurate our digital boards. And now when he comes, we have made a memento to be given to him, on which it is written. I should read it out to you, that's why. It's in Malayalam. അക്ഷരലോകത്തെ തമ്പുരാക്കന്മാർക്ക് സ്വയം പ്രകാശിക്കാൻ താളൊരുക്കി കൊടുക്കുന്ന പുസ്തകങ്ങളുടെ തമ്പുരാന്, മനുഷ്യർക്കും മറ്റ് മൃഗങ്ങൾക്കും ജീവജാലങ്ങൾക്കും എന്ന പോലെ ഭാഷാലിപികൾക്കും തിളക്കവും സൗന്ദര്യവും ഉണ്ടെന്ന് കാട്ടിത്തന്ന അച്ചടിയിലെ ലോകത്തെ ജാലവിദ്യക്കാരന്, പുസ്തകങ്ങളുടെ തോഴനും ദീർഘദർശിയുമായ ഒരച്ഛൻ കൊളുത്തിയ ദീപശിഖയെ സൂര്യവെട്ടത്തോളം ജ്വലിപ്പിച്ച മിടുക്കനായ പുത്രന്, കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളുടെ മനസ്സിൻ്റെ താളിൽ അക്ഷരങ്ങളും ആശയങ്ങളും ആഗോള വിശാലമായ കാഴ്ചപ്പാടുകളും ജീവിത വിജയ മന്ത്രങ്ങളും നിർത്തുന്ന ഒരു ഗ്രാമീണ വിദ്യാലയത്തിലെ അധ്യാപകരും വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളും ചേർന്ന് നൽകുന്ന വിനീതമായ ആദരവിൻ്റെ കൃതജ്ഞതയുടെ ഫലകം. താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you, Dasa, for that beautiful eulogy. May I invite you to present that memento to the chief guest. Thank you, sir. May I humbly request you to be seated.
Every success is the outcome of teamwork. And now it's the time to express the deepest thanks to everyone's active participation. Now I call Ms. Gauri Krishna Anil, our head girl, to propose the vote of thanks.
A thankful heart is not only the greatest virtue, but the parent of all other virtues. Honorable Chief Guest, respected guest of honor, Principal, Vice Principals, teachers, parents, and all present here, good evening. Now is the time of togetherness in gratitude. I, Gauri Krishna Anil, the head girl of the Village International School, feel honored to propose this vote of thanks on behalf of my TVIS family. What an outstanding event of grandeur it was. An annual day after 2 long years of pandemic barriers. I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. D.C. Ravi, and guest of honor, Ms. Asha Thomas Sven, for spending their evening with us and gracing this occasion. We are all indebted for the words of wisdom and guidance. Thank you, sir and ma'am. Moving on, I would like to thank our generous management, MD, Mr. R.K. Das, Madam Sudha Das, COO, Mr. Arvind Malyatil in absentia, CEO, Mr. Ram Malyatil, and Ms. Setu Parvati for providing us with all the facilities at all times. Thank you, sirs and ma'ams. Further, I would like to express my deepest sense of gratitude to our beloved principal, Mrs. Zacharias Jacob, who, with all his good intentions, great strengths, and smart techniques, led us in all our endeavors. Sincere gratitude is extended to our loving Vice Principals, Mr. Anil Kumar M., Vice Principal of Academics Activities, Mr. Seema Vishwanathan, Vice Principal of Academics, Junior School Head, Ms. Jimmy Joseph, and Ms. Deepa Raghu, the KG Directress. Thank you, ma'ams and sir. The greatest efforts of these unsung heroes make us, children, visualize our dreams into reality. Yes, our dear parents and teachers, I thank you, angels, for the unconditional love and support. Next, I would like to thank all the non-teaching staff, administrative staff, and all service providers for their tireless efforts and support. A special note of gratitude to Mr. Jaikumar Nair and Mr. Vinod E.S. for their timely help in making things happen for us at all times. Thank you, sirs. I would like to thank each and every known and unknown hands that made this day a great day. Can't end without appreciating and thanking each and every performer of today for their sincere efforts. Thank you, dear friends. Thanking one and all, once again, I would like to take leave with a feel of fulfillment and extreme joy. Have a wonderful, restful night. Thank you.
It is time to wrap up today's program. Thank you all for being here. Let us rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Dear parents, we really appreciate your motivating presence on this day. Now it's time to move on to the group photograph of the participants. Once the kids are done with the photograph, we shall announce the classrooms to which you can pick up your students.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are kindly requested